Good morning, my dear students. This is your revision class for your first unit test, and the portion for your first unit test is measurement. Okay, your first lesson measurement is the portion for your first unit test. Yes, the pattern of questions for your examination is you will be given 6 questions. Okay, you will be given 6 short answers. Only short answers. You will not have exercises or detail. Okay. Only short answers is the portion for your examination, and you will be given 6 short answers. Out of 6 you have to answer any 5 questions. Okay. Out of 6 you have to answer any 5 questions, and the total marks for your physics part is 10. Okay. Total marks for your physics part is 10. You will be asked only short answers, and 6 questions will be asked. You have to answer any 5 questions. Okay, each question carries 2 marks. Okay, yes. Write the answers with your blue pen, and the questions will be written in your black pen. Write the questions in black and answers in blue pen. Write neatly. Your presentation must be neat, and your handwriting must be neat and legible. Okay, don't overwrite or don't scribble. Write neatly, and you have to write the units and formula wherever necessary. Okay, you have to write the units and the examples and formula wherever necessary. Okay, yes, don't forget to write the units and examples for the answers, then you will lose your marks. Okay, is it clear? Yes. Now we shall get into the questions. Here I have given you 16 questions. From these 16 questions you can expect 6 questions. Okay, from these 16 questions you can expect 6 questions, and out of that 6 you have to answer any 5 questions. Is it clear? Yes. First question is define force. What is force? Force is the external agency applied on a body to change its state. Okay, external agency applied on a body to change its state. Okay, the unit of force is Newton. The unit of force is Newton. You have to write the unit also. Okay, if this definition is asked, you have to write the definition and also the unit. Don't forget to write the unit. Okay, yes. Force is the external agency applied on a body. Next, name the 4 fundamental forces in nature. What are all the 4 fundamental forces you have? Yes. First is your gravitational force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force, and weak nuclear force. Okay, you must read the spellings carefully for these forces. Okay, gravitational, electromagnetic, strong nuclear, and weak nuclear. Okay, read the spellings carefully. Yes, your next question is define measurement. What is measurement? Measurement is comparison of spelling for comparison you have to be careful. Okay, comparison of unknown quantity with known fixed quantity of same kind. Measurement is comparison of unknown quantity with known fixed quantity of same kind. For known, the spelling is Known. Okay, you should not change the spelling. Known is the spelling for known. Yes. Read the spellings carefully along with the answers. Okay. Yes. What are called fundamental and derived quantities? What are called fundamental and derived quantities? For this question, you have to write the answer along with the examples. Okay. Fundamental quantities are the quantities that cannot. The word cannot is very much important. Okay. That cannot be expressed in terms of any other physical quantity. Quantities that cannot be expressed in terms of any other physical quantities are fundamental quantities. Okay, example: mass, length, time. 3 examples is enough. Mass, length, time is the example for fundamental quantity. Next, derived quantity. The quantities that combines 2 or more fundamental quantities are derived quantities. Okay, the quantities that combines 2 or more fundamental quantities are derived quantities. The example for derived quantities: area, volume, or the example for derived quantities. You have to write the example along with the definition. Okay, don't forget to write the example. Next, define unit. What is unit? The standard comparison of unknown quantity with known fixed quantity. The standard comparison. The word standard comparison is a keyword for this answer. Okay. The standard comparison of unknown quantity with known fixed quantity is called as the unit. If they ask define unit, you have to write only the definition. Or if they ask write any two properties of unit, you have to write any two properties of unit. Okay, only the properties is enough. Okay. What are the properties of unit? Unit should be of suitable size. Unit should be reproducible. Unit should be well defined. Likewise, you have to write any two properties. Okay. If they ask only defined unit, write only the definition. Or if they ask write any two properties of unit, you have to write only the properties of unit. Okay. Is it clear? Yes, good. The next question is, what are multiple and submultiple units? What are multiple and submultiple units? What are called multiple units? Units that are used to measure larger quantities. The word larger quantities is important in this answer. Okay. Larger quantities than standard ones are called as the multiple units. Units that are used to measure larger quantities than standard ones are called as the multiple units. Yes, what are submultiple units? Units that are used to measure smaller quantities than standard ones are called as the submultiple units. Larger quantities are multiple, smaller quantities are submultiple. Okay. Yes. Next question. Write the instruments to measure length. What are the various instruments that are used to measure length? Yes, what are the instruments? Ruler, meter scale, screw gauge, vernier caliper, measuring tape. Okay, ruler, meter scale, vernier caliper, screw gauge, meter scale are the instruments that are used to measure the length. Okay, read the spelling carefully for screw gauge, vernier caliper. Okay, vernier caliper, screw gauge, measuring scale, meter, ruler, measuring tape are the examples for or the instruments that are used to measure the length. Next, standard of time. Yes, what are the two standards of time? Solar year and leap year. Solar year and leap year. What is solar year? The time taken by the earth to complete one rotation about its own axis. Okay, it's called as the solar year. Leap year, if the year is divisible by 4, then it is called as the leap year. If an year is divisible by 4, it is called as the leap year. For this standards of time, you have to write the standards of time or solar year and leap year. You have to write the definition. What is solar year and what is leap year? Is it clear? Yes. Your next question is types of thermometers. What are the types of thermometers we have seen? Digital thermometer, mercury thermometer, clinical thermometer. Digital, mercury, clinical and laboratory thermometers. 4 types we have seen. Digital, mercury, laboratory and clinical thermometers. Yes, next, mass and weight difference. What is mass? The amount of matter contained in the body is called as mass. You have to write the difference between mass and weight. Any 3 or 2 differences here. Okay. Yes, likewise, mass is the amount of matter contained in a body. It is the pull of gravity on the body. The unit of mass is kilogram. The unit of weight is Newton. Mass is a scalar quantity. Weight is a vector quantity. Likewise, you have to write 2 differences between mass and weight. Okay. Next, define accuracy. What is accuracy? The nearness of measurement to the fixed value is called accuracy. Nearness of measurement to the fixed value is called accuracy. What is precision? Precision is the approximate value to the fixed value. Okay. Approximate value to the fixed value is called precision. Next, define error. What is error? Uncertainty in measurement of physical quantity is called error. Uncertainty in measurement of physical quantity is called error. Read the spelling for uncertainty carefully. Okay. Uncertainty in the measurement of physical quantity is called error. Error is the difference between true value and measured value. Error is the difference between the true value and measured value. Yes, next types of errors. There are various types of errors: systematic error, random error, instrumental error, observational error, blunders. Next, theoretical error. Okay, experimental error, observational error, blunders, systematic error, random error are the various types of errors. Next, significant figures. What are called significant figures? The number of meaningful digits in a number is called as significant figures. What are called significant figures? The number of meaningful digits in a number is called as the significant figures. Next, if they ask you to find how many significant figures are there in this number, they will be giving two numbers. From the inner two numbers, you have to find how many significant figures are there. Okay. Yes. Now see, in this number, how many significant figures are there? Yes. See, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This 0 has no value. Okay. So there are 4 significant figures in this number. See, how many meaningful digits are there? There are 4 meaningful digits. There are 4 significant figures in this number. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the answer is 4. You have to write the answer as 4 here. Okay. This next. In this 0.0693. This 2 zeros has no value. Okay. So how many significant figures are there? There are 3 significant figures. 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 significant figures in this number. Here there are 4 significant figures. This 0 has no value, and here these 2 zeros has no value. So there are 3 significant figures here. Is it clear? Yes. Read these questions carefully and write the exams well with a neat presentation. Your handwriting must be neat and legible. Yes. All the best for your exam, students. Thank you.